Moms to be, welcome back to my second episode. This is just a continuation from where we stopped last time. We talked about the first trimester. It was very brief, just, tips, things to do, things that might help you, things that I learned along the way. There are so many things that I will leave out, not intentionally, but please, you can comment on the section, on the comment section, encourage other moms and give us your tips as well. Some of the things that I remembered about the first trimester that, work very well are, it's a time when you don't want any strong scents, you don't want any strong shower gel, I remember I hated brushing my teeth. I hated brushing my teeth. Brushing my teeth was like the biggest punishment you could ever give to me. And I remember, and my husband was like, what do you mean you can't brush your teeth? Like, I just couldn't. Every time I'd brush my teeth, the smell, the mint, the water, I couldn't keep it down. And then I remembered the kids section. The kids' toothpaste has no strong scent like ours. I don't understand why. I feel like kids have the best toothpaste. So then I just turned to kids' toothpaste, and that worked for me perfectly well. From the first trimester all the way to the end, I was using the kids' toothpaste, which basically, literally, it was the only toothpaste I could stand, and it worked for me. So if you feel like you can't stand toothpaste, you don't need to skip brushing your teeth. You can use the kids' toothpaste. It worked for me, And again, your teeth are prone to be weaker during pregnancy. So this is something you also need to talk to your dentist or doctor about. For me, I honestly didn't care if my teeth were going to fall off. I didn't care what was going to happen to my teeth. I just couldn't stand brushing my teeth, and using the kid toothpaste is the only thing that worked for me. So that was that. We went with that. Something else that will help you along the way is getting a very useful, very functional, and a very, accessible pregnancy app. You need something that's, you wake up in the morning, you're being updated on the progress of your baby. Remember, this is someone you're not seeing growing inside of you. So you need their reassurance of a pregnancy app. You need, you need an app that you find very useful. For me, I used Ovia, but later on, I discovered there are better apps. Again, this is not a paid ad. Just talking about the apps I used and the apps I found along the way. So I could recommend maybe 2 more apps other than the Ovia app. Ovia is very basic. It's just straight to the point. There are other apps that are a bit more sophisticated. There's an app called the Bump. It shows you, all this very nice 3D image of the baby in your stomach and how the baby is growing and all that. And there are also apps that encourage, engagement with other moms who you have the same EDD date. So that's what to expect app. It's a forum for, you can engage with other moms who are pregnant, which is a good thing. So you get to learn from other people. And there's some people who don't like, getting to know things from other people because everyone is different. So, and you don't want the pressure of why is mine this way and why is hers that way. But if you talk to other women and you ask questions and you realize you're going through the same thing as other people, then you are a bit more confident, through the journey, and you're able to, to know you're okay. It's your first time, you really don't know what to expect. You don't know, are you eating right? Is your baby kicking a bit too hard? Is your baby not kicking at all? Is it okay? Are there days when should I be sicker? Such things. When you talk to other parents or other moms to be, you realize it's normal, it's okay, and it helps you, it boosts your confidence a lot. So for the second trimester, I don't really remember much. I just remember being okay. I was fine during the second trimester. I had energy, my energy level was back. I was able to do things. I was able to move up and down, This is the time when you have so much strength. You can go for shopping. You're not too big, so you're not worried about how you look and all that. You're able to do so much. This is the time I was able to go house hunting. We did a lot during the second trimester, and I was fine. And that, for me, was the most important thing. The second trimester, really, if you have your first trimester covered and you have all this comfortable fitting clothing and you well rested, you have your your dehydration, your rehydration, route on track, you eating well, I think the second trimester is pretty much, it's a swing. It's very easy to start walking the park. But then again, you don't expect your first trimester symptoms to end on the on the third month. I remember for me, it went on till about week 16. So every morning I'd wake up like, why am I still sick? And I'm in my second trimester. It doesn't work like that. But it's it's gradual. So for me, at least by week 16, I could feel like, okay, I don't feel as sick as I did yesterday. I'm not throwing up anymore. You're better. You can eat whatever you feel like eating. I couldn't eat mangoes in the first trimester. And then here I was, literally mangoes are the only things I could eat. So then again, in the second trimester, there are so many things. Oh, don't do this, don't do that, don't eat this, don't, just listen to your body, and whatever your body tells you it wants, take it. I remember I used to be told, stop taking so much soda. It's not good for you. And I wouldn't listen, and I'll take soda. You just take soda, and then you realize your body does not need this soda, because every time after taking the soda, then you throw up, then you stop. But you can just stop. You're like, okay, I feel like eating chicken, and I'm being told not to eat chicken, so I'm not going to eat chicken. No, you want your body, you feel like you need to eat chicken, eat it until you can't eat it. Whatever it is that you feel like doing, do it until you can't do it anymore. I remember in the second trimester, I would eat fried potatoes like no one's business. I would have potatoes for breakfast. I'd have potatoes for lunch and dinner, and potatoes were everything to me. And I was told, Dana, I think this is too much potatoes. But you see, my body wanted potatoes, and I ate potatoes to the last day, and my baby turned out fine. My body was fine. I was stronger. So just listen to your body, and whatever it is that you need to eat, eat. Obviously, again, unless it's poison, then again, why are you taking poison? But if you feel like whatever it is that you're doing it in excess, it's good to talk to your gyna, because I'm assuming by the second trimester, you already have a gyna who you can talk to, you're free with, you can call whenever. The second trimester, you really need, reassurance. Sometimes you forget you're pregnant. I remember sometimes I'd completely forget that I'm pregnant in the second trimester, because you feel like there's no much activity going on inside, and then you're not so big, so there's really no reminder that you're pregnant, and you might sleep and forget. You might slack off on your prenatal vitamins. You might skip a few days here and there. It's very normal. But this is the time to just, don't skip your doctor's visits. Make sure everything is okay. Go for your scans. Not so much scans again. I think there's something like too much scan. The hospital won't stop you from going for your scans. If you want 100 scans, you'll do your 100 scans. But I think it's good to talk to your doctor, get to know the recommended number of scans. Again, this is where the apps come in handy. You're told when your scans are due. It's just a constant reminder that you might be forgetting these things. So you don't have to worry about forgetting these things. You have a gyna, you have an app that's reminding you. You have people like us to, you can always go back to a video and then remember, oh crap, I forgot to go for my doctor's visit. I forgot to book a hospital. But then again, these things, you don't need pressure when you're pregnant. You just need to take a day at a time, especially during the second trimester. Just taking a day at a time, organizing your schedule. It's good to have a journal at this point. You record things down. It's good to have your baby file for every doctor's visit. You have your file ready. You put your documents in there, just organizing your life, because then when you're organized up here, then everything around you is organized. You're better. You're better at preparing yourself psychologically for being a mom. You need to, it's a journey. So you need to start preparing as soon as you can, so that when that time comes, you feel like you're ready. Because I don't think ever there's anyone who's ready to be a mom. But if you're prepared psychologically, in terms of organization, in terms of, just having your things, you're able to track your progress, then it's a good step. And for the second trimester, really, nothing dramatic. All the drama comes in the last trimester, which is this easiest, but yet the most, the most complicated of them all. And we'll talk about the third trimester in my next episode. Thank you, and see you back then.